Chad, I want to talk about start your day with intention. Why it's important to have intention in your life, and what's important when you start your day. What are you feeding inside? What are you feeding yourself? And how to overcome any obstacle that will come later of the day. I had this conversation yesterday with one of my good friends about energy vibration, and how important it is to keep your energy levels either in the middle or high frequency. On my phone here, I have the frequency charge. It always tells me which frequency I am, how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling anger, if I'm feeling courage, actually I'm going to put it here on the screen so you guys can see clearly. And then it shows you which type of frequency you are right now, what type of frequency you are operating. When you're operating at low frequency, you feel shame, you feel guilt, you don't have discipline back then. But I always want to keep it within neutrality and courage. Neutrality is just like not feeling too emotional. I always want to control my emotions, don't get my emotions to get too up. Because when my emotions go too high, what's going to happen? Once you're going to downfall, the downfall, you don't know how to control it, might go down, like deeply down, like feeling shame, embarrassment. So that's what is important. Like, for example, once you start making money or once you start doing something that is making you happy, keep it for yourself until you can have control of that emotion. That once you have control of that frequency, then you can just maybe speak it out loud, spread it. That's not talking from fear, that's talking from frequency. Because again, if you let your frequency go way too up, when you're gonna come down, downfall is gonna be crazy. And experience it a lot of times. Have you ever feel like you got good news and you always want to share the good news with everybody? I used to be one of these people. I used to always want to share everything that is going on with my closest people, just to flex on them, just to give them more courage, just to give them more hope. Like, yo, it's possible. Once I started, for example, my fitness journey, I was starting my clothing brand. That is something I would talk about in the past. I used to have a clothing brand. Hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. I want to focus on this. I'm doing this right now. I haven't done it fully yet, but I just wanted to share. And this is where you let your frequency, you let your energy go to waste. High frequency, because you get the dopamine from people. You get the dopamine from people being proud of you. You get the dopamine, and then what? That dopamine make you feel like you already accomplished something, even though you haven't fully done it yet. Trust me that I know what I'm talking about. Frequency matters. It's something that I've been living with for the past 2 years, just to have some sort of control where I'm going. And that's why it's important your morning routine. Why? Why do you feed your mind before you go to bed and when you wake up is the most important thing of the day. You will think it's stupid, but like an average human being will take about, I think it was 1,500 to 2,000 decisions a day. Which clothes you're going to wear? Where am I going to go? Am I taking the car? I need to pay this bill. No, which coffee I like? Is it good to tell my boss how I feel? Is it good to tell my girlfriend how I feel? Is it good to be honest? Is it good to hide the truth from them? Is it good to this? Is it good to that? Do I have to deal with it? A family situation. We're making a lot of decisions. Our whole life is literally a test if you don't have control of your frequency. Because you always feel like you need to say what is right. Why? Why do you feel like that? Morning routines matter. Before you go to bed, relax. When you wake up, feed yourself with the right things. What I personally do, I wake up, I stretch, morning gratitude, I write down my journal, I write down my I am affirmations, the way I feel. If you don't feel that way, how you want to feel about it. Gratitude message, and the second thing I do, I drink water. I stretch, and if you can, you have the flexibility to go outside for maybe 5 minutes. Let the sun touch your body. Morning sunlight, extremely important, very beneficial. I do this at least 5 minutes every day. It's important. Go outside, feel the sun, feel the air, feel the nature. If you can, of course, if you live in downtown city, or just wake up early, just go for a walk on your way to whatever you're going to go, even for work, whatever, go outside and feel the sun. Morning sunlight helps. Second thing, me personally, I don't like to have big breakfast. If you want to have, I always have like 4 eggs, which is like 80 grams of protein. Each egg is 20 grams. And either a smoothie or my water. And after that, no scrolling, no social media, no talk. I literally like to start my morning. You have a partner, it won't be difficult. You have kids, it will be difficult. But you have the luxury to start your day in quietness. Hey, you're winning like big time because you're focusing your energy on what matters the most, right? But we say discipline before you sleep, discipline when you wake up. No scrolling, forget that. Give yourself time, give your brain time to wake up and process what is going on, okay? Second, morning sunlight. Extremely important. If you can do, even if you live in the city, you can open the window, just trying to feel the sun. If the country you live in, the sun is not very strong, doesn't matter. Just trying to feel the sun. Second, write down your affirmation. What is that you want to feel with? Just imagine when I'm writing down my affirmation, my I am, I always feel like I'm already in the position, I'm already in the place where I want to be. I'm already in the frequency of that person that I want to be or want to become. I am that person. I am the guy who wakes up every morning and take care of his mental health. I am the guy who's working every day to become a better person and helping others. I am the guy who's putting in the work every day to be the best version of himself. I am the person. I am living a life full of abundance. I am help. I'm just giving you an example. Whatever you feel like, whatever you have inside and you just want to make it come into reality, write it down. Trust me, most people do it on the phone. Don't do it on the phone. Get a note, get a pen, and write. I feel like in a few years, we're all going to lose the skill of writing because we don't do it that much. Everything's on the phone right now. But I've been doing it for the past 6 months at least. There's so much benefits on it. And you space. One thing I do when you wake up, make sure your space is clean. Having a clean space, you know what I always think, and it's a fact. Clean mind or clean space, clean mind. If your space is clean, your mind will be clean. If your space is organized, your mind is going to be organized. The reflection of what you're showing to the world is how your mind is inside. If you have everything like messed up a little bit everywhere, you will see that as well on your actions. It's a little bit messed up, even though you're in the right direction. If you cannot keep your stuff under control, you don't have to be like a psychopath. Like, I am a very psychopath with stuff like that. But you don't have to. I'm a Virgo, but you don't have to. But I like to keep everything organized because if I can see the structure in my mind, you can make it come into reality. Literally, your actions that is being shown in this world is the reflection of what is going on inside, what is going on here. Work on it. And I would think, but I always do, also just to tell my energy, my body, like it's time to wake up. You can either stretch, do movement for 5 minutes, or push-ups. Morning push-up, very, very beneficial, more explosive. You know, the blood pressure just pumping, but do something just to tell your body it's time to wake up. After you've done it, if then you want to wake up to your girlfriend in case you live with your girlfriend or with your wife, then start your day. But it's important to take care of yourself first. It's even when you're taking a plane, right? When we're on the plane, what is the first thing like the people are telling you? Before you put somebody else a mask, you need to put the mask on yourself. Right? The flight attendant, what's the first thing they're telling you? Before you put somebody else's mask, you have to put the mask on yourself. What is the meaning of that? Before you're trying to help somebody else, before you're trying to give somebody else your energy, focus on your energy. When you focus on your energy, you have the right energy for you can help others. But if your bowl is empty and you're trying to pour in somebody else's bowl, hey, listen, you're dying. You're starving, dude. Don't do that. This year, it's time to be selfish. It's time to have things on track. It's time for you to have a routine. It's time for you to start prioritizing your energy. It's time for you to understand about the frequency charge. Which frequency I am right now? Let me show you again. The lowest one is feeling shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire. This is one of the most low frequencies. The lowest one is shame. If you ever feel shame, you know you're in a very deep down frequency right now. You want to feel high frequency? Always, as I mentioned, I try to keep it between courage and neutrality, right? Courage and neutrality, right? You want to go to the highest is willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, and then you have the highest one, alignment. I would never suggest you to be 100% on the highest frequency chart, which is going to be peace is good. But always keep it in the balance because you cannot always be in peace unless you're capable to do it. You're capable to meet your emotions and have it under control. You will win in life 24/7. But it's going to be a day that the battle, it's going to be a day that the tension is going to raise down and then you will have to fight those emotions. So always keep it in neutrality, or if you want to go higher, but always remember, do not let your emotions go too high or too low. Neutral. This is how I live in my life. Neutral is helping you massively.